there. Welcome back to my channel. The first thing I'd like to say is it's June. Happy Pride Month to all of my LGBTQ plus followers. As a 38-year-old woman who came out a couple of years ago as bisexual, I just want to say I'm really happy and proud that we have an official month that we can celebrate, and hopefully that makes everybody open-minded. Stop judging us. We can't help who we love, alright? Love is love. So I just had to say that because I'm excited that it's June. Today's video is kind of a story time. I wanted to come on here because as of June 1st, I have had this haunted doll for 2 years now. So I would like to introduce you all to my dear friend, Abigail. Everybody probably remembers Abigail from the internet, and if not, I will be talking about her fame in a moment. But yeah, it's been 2 years now since I've purchased this creepy little doll. I'm not dead, as you can see, and you know, maybe she's brainwashing me into talking like this. I don't know, but I don't think so. So I made a very normal post for me. I wanted to share with everybody what was going on in my life, because that's what I do with my Twitter. I'm at the Nerdy Vixen, in case you want to follow me. Just so you know, though, I swear a lot. I post a lot about politics and all kinds of stuff, my opinions. So that's a warning to you. It's not safe for children. So anyway, I got on there and I was like, oh, you know, I've been thinking about this doll, and I will put a picture in here-ish of the picture I took of seeing her in an antique mall. I was there at this antique mall with my husband and my mother-in-law. We were walking around and I saw this creepy-ass face. I saw this creepy-ass face staring back at me from inside a glass case. And I was like, guys, come here, look at this. And we all looked at the doll and we're like, oh my god, that's unsettling. So this was March of 2019 that I first saw her, and I kept thinking about her. I kept seeing this eerie little face in my head, and I'm like, what is it about this doll that makes me keep thinking about her? So I went back to the antique store that I saw her in, and I asked them if they would take her out of the case, which they were looking at me like, what the hell is wrong with this lady? And I was like, okay, I'm going to buy this doll. I didn't even know how much she was because they didn't have a price tag on her, but I was like, if she's under $50, I'll buy her. Because I figured if she's truly antique, she might cost a lot. And, I mean, you look at the state of her clothing, and you just assume she's antique. She's really stained. I don't know if she is. I've had people say there are people on Etsy that make these dolls, so I don't know. I don't know if she really is old or not, but she, I'm trying to like, I don't want to hold her the entire time because I want to motion with my hands, but anyway, you know, so she was under $50. I don't exactly remember how much. I want to say it was probably closer to $30. And they put her in the bag face down, and they kept looking at me like, what are you doing? Why are you buying this thing? And they seemed really happy to get rid of her. And I asked them, I said, do you by any chance know where she came from? And they said, no, there was some guy who distributes dolls to various antique stores, and he happened to drop her off with a bunch of other dolls. So we really don't know where she comes from. When we went to C2E2 last year, before COVID hit, I brought her with me because I thought, you know, okay, this is what made me internet famous last year. Because in 2019, when I made the post about her, it blew up. And I'll talk about that in a second. But we took her to a medium in 2020, and she said that she felt something about water, possibly Louisiana, possibly a hurricane, like being separated from a child. So I don't know if that medium was just fucking with me or if she really did feel something, but I plan on taking Abigail to another medium sometime in the future, and if y'all would like to see that, if she let me record the interaction, I will do that, and we'll see what my medium friend has to say. So anyway, going back to 2019, when I posted about this girl, I didn't think anything of it. I was like, yeah, I bought a doll. Look, guys, she's creepy. She's my new little friend. But I don't know who picked this up. I don't know if it was just from the people following me, interacting with me, but all of a sudden my phone was blowing up. I had my notifications set, so I just kept seeing over and over again people tweeting at me, and I didn't know what was going on. So I opened my phone, and there are thousands of tweets of people being like, bitch, you're gonna die. There were a couple of celebrities, including George Takei, that retweeted me and tweeted about me. I'm going to post, maybe give myself a few seconds here. If there were news articles that had come about. I had people DMing me, asking me if they could interview me. You might hear my cat in the background. That's Tweety. He's back here. He's got the zoomies, and he keeps pawing at stuff and meowing. So if you hear that, that's not Abigail. That's Tweety. Anyway, and then there were videos. I had a couple people interview me for their YouTube channels. Strange Tales Weekly, one of my favorites. They're a fairly local group who do a podcast and videos about the paranormal. They love talking about cryptids, so if you guys have a chance, you gotta check them out. There was even a segment called Right This Minute that was on the Chicago news station that aired at like 2 in the morning. They talked about me, and it blew my mind, because to me, this is just something normal. I do weird shit all the time. It's not out of the ordinary for me to see something and be like, I want it. There's no reason for me to want it, but I want it, so I'm going to get it. Not that I own any other creepy dolls. I'm not a doll person. It wasn't like, oh, let me add her to my collection, although now I've thought about buying more creepy dolls, but let's be fair here. Most creepy dolls are porcelain dolls, and I hate those dolls. They are creepy as hell. If they look anything like a normal person or a child or a baby, I don't want it. So if I see any more like weird dolls like this, like soft cloth dolls, then I might buy another one, get Abigail a friend. I've seen ones of like cats and dogs. I thought about getting, a creepy cat for her, but she already has 2 live cats that torment her. I don't know if it would actually show up, but yeah, no, it's too blurry. My kitten Neville, when he first started living with us, actually chewed on her feet. There are tiny little cat bite marks. And he's not dead. He's still very much alive, so I think if Abigail were haunted, she would be a lover of animals. So yeah, I've had this doll for 2 years now. I haven't had any bizarre nightmares. I have taken her to graveyards. Nothing weird's happened there. We really haven't done much with like Ouija boards and stuff with her, because I don't really want to mess with that. But if you guys would like some videos of us wandering around a graveyard, you never know what we might find. We could just turn this channel into a hodgepodge, anything goes kind of a channel. Screw the whole skincare and makeup business. We can go look at haunted shit. So yeah, that is Abigail. A little secret tidbit before I go. The reason why she is named Abigail. Around the time when I got her, my husband and I were watching the show Mr. Pickles on Adult Swim, if you're not familiar, and the sheriff in the town has a doll named Abigail, and we just thought that was hilarious. And when we were trying to think of a name for her, my husband did an imitation of the sheriff saying Abigail, and it stuck. Has nothing to do with Annabelle or any other haunted doll story. That was just something goofy that came up. And she did not reject the name in any sort of way. I don't know how she would, but yeah. So that's her. That's Abigail. She likes being hugged. She's she's kind of firm, so she's not so bad to hug. Hopefully I have a chance to post some pictures. The one thing that I loved the most was the fan art. There was a lot of people doing fan art and Photoshop, and that just warmed my heart. I loved it. So yeah, that's Abigail. Been 2 years, still alive, still not haunted. She might be playing the long game. We'll see. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, do all that. I mean, if you want to troll me, that's fine. I don't care. just give me some kind of interaction so maybe my channel will grow. Alright, thanks everyone.